Welcome to the Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the three P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. Welcome back to the Patty Show, everybody. Oh yeah, studio audience. Thank you. No studio audience today, unfortunately, but it's okay. I'm Patty, and I'm flying solo today on this special episode, actually our season finale, episode 7, a little season recap, reflections, and also looking ahead. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. The first 6 episodes of the Patty Show have been super fun, enjoyable, insightful, and very pleasurable. Another P word. I'm super grateful to all my guests, man. I mean, every single one of y'all. I'm going to give y'all your flowers in a little bit, but shout out to every one of y'all really getting out of your comfort zone and really bringing that passion and positivity to our viewers out there. And I'm grateful for everyone that tuned in, followed us on Instagram, which is, at PATTYSHOW podcast, PODCAST. Yeah, right? That's how you spell it. I forgot. Been out of school for a while. But Patty Show Podcast on Instagram. We're going to actually, surprise announcement, we're going to release some video episodes coming soon, real soon. Before we start off, I just want to let y'all know that next week, we're not going to have an episode of the Patty Show. I know it's going to be a sad time for me. I'm not going to lie to you. But during that time, if we hit 100 followers on Instagram, I'm going to release all of the different episode podcasts, video podcast on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Let's reach 100 followers. I think last time I checked, we're around 93 followers. So spread the love and let's get it to 100 so we can post it on YouTube. I'm going to put some short clips also. TikTok is coming out soon. Instagram, though, we're firing with all cylinders, getting those short clips in. So again, huge thank you to everybody, and welcome to episode 7, season 1 recap. Arigato. Okay, so the Patty Show today, I'm flying solo, like I mentioned, and it's kind of interesting not having any guests. This is my room, actually. I don't know if you guys want to see a mini tour. This is one of my corners. The other corner, unfortunately, just don't look. I tried to put this type of shelves right here. You can see the shelves. I was trying to put the shelves on one of the corners over there, but it was gonna go to the other room in this apartment complex, so it didn't work out. But that's part of life. In life, not everything is rainbow and butterflies and all that stuff. But yeah, this part is pretty cool. I got my little lamp over here. I don't want to say the name of the person because it's gonna activate. It's a smart hub thing. If you see that, it'll turn on and all that stuff. Got some incense, gonna smell bougie, smell nice, all that good stuff. And have some different memorabilia from my travels over here. If you can see, there's different currency. I think I have some rupiah, Indonesian, ringgit, Malaysian. I forgot what the Abu Dhabi currency is called. I'm sorry, I forgot. Maybe Patty Show back to Abu Dhabi. We'll get a show over there. And trying to see what else they got over here. I got my Squid Game name tag. It's pretty cool. Shout out to Netflix. I got the mask because I won that last game. Even though I didn't, second place, but it's okay. Love you, Tay, for giving me that mask. I also got this random cactus thing where me and my little brother Julian, we went to Golden Corral. I don't know if y'all know this, but my family, we love buffets. I mean, buffets are probably our love language if we had to pick one. And for this buffet, Golden Corral, it's like a big chain one. We went. It's near, I think, the first McDonald's in the U.S. in California. Somewhere in between, but we're headed home after the buffet, super stuffed, and there was this claw machine, and I'm just goofing around like, my name's Patty, arigato, my signature. All we do is win. I get in there, pick it up, and it picks up the first time, the first attempt. Like it gets, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of looks like it misses, but it gets caught on the little tag over there, and then I end up winning it. So. That's life. You gotta make do with what you can. Got my passport, of course. Got some coins with different currency. Oh, Sorry about that. The mic kind of fell, so I'm just gonna hold it, make it easier. And yeah, so got my passport, got some coins, got the Squid Game token. Shout out to them. I have some different like accessories. I got like rings, but not married yet. Trying to find my wife. If you're out there, maybe you're Swedish, maybe you're Spanish, maybe you're Chinese, maybe you're Ivorian. Who knows? The world may never know. Anyway, I got a lot of my accessories. My Chinese name, actually, from my grandpa. It says Lim Yen Ching, I believe. I'm not too fluent in Mandarin. Got my blue light blocking glasses, for working remotely at Meta. Shout out to them. Work from home. My eyes get a little messed up. I'm not gonna lie, my vision's not the best. And yeah, just a cute little shelf with accessories. I got this thing from I don't know if y'all can see. Let me turn it. Yeah, maybe. It's like this black skull from the Nordic race. It's this like think of like the mud races that they have. It was like a 10K. We did like swimming underneath the mud, picking up like little boulders, climbing up the rope. It was in Denmark. Shout out to my boy Matthias and his family. I love y'all. Hopefully y'all in the podcast soon too. Yeah, it was such a random thing because before I signed up for that, I was in Poland. Shout out to Maciek, see, Poland. I was in Warsaw, and my homie Matthias, I met in Bali when we were having a fun time over there. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I called him, and he was like, "Yeah, you should pull up." And of course, I was in Europe for a month for like my birthday, a little trip, and I was like, "Yeah, definitely." And I took the bus over there. It was like an overnight bus. We went past like Berlin, Germany, and then went to Denmark. I believe it was Ranas. Hopefully, I said that right. Trying to get better with pronunciation, but yeah, took the bus and train to get there overnight, so my sleep was terrible. But before that, they were talking about signing up for this Nordic race, like an obstacle course, 10K run, and I was like, man, I love that stuff. Like Ninja Warrior, arigato, Ninja Warrior, and yeah, so I was like, hey man, let me try it. Let's go do it. And I signed up. I had like probably 2 hours of sleep. Shout out to the family, mom, dad, brother, everybody. They gave me all the motivation I needed, and like probably 3 different like pre-workouts, 5 different protein bars, and fun time. But the videos are on my Instagram and my personal Instagram, and yeah, it was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun, but definitely something challenging, and something that got me out of my comfort zone and helped me a lot lock in. And I always think about those moments because in life there's always a lot of struggles in life, but if you can take a breath and kind of just go for it and try hard things, you'll get better and you won't regret it. So that's my little spiel. Anyways, continuing on the Patty Show episode, like I said, this is episode 7. Shout out to all y'all supporting from the beginning. It's crazy, 7 episodes already. Season 1's already done. Quick little season 1. Just wanted to make a pilot Patty kind of vibe, and yeah, it's time for us to lock in, have a good time, stay blessed. All right, in this episode, we're just gonna recap the past 6 episodes of our season, and man, it was a season full of fun, laughter, good vibes. Like I said, passion, pleasure, positivity, and everyone was sharing about their personal paradise. So, episode 1, passion, of course, we had to kick it off with a bang. Defining your passion with my brother, the king of cocoa, Jan Konin. Shout out to you, my brother. Thank you for being so vulnerable and being, my support system from day one, man. I'm so grateful I got to start my first episode of this show that's also my passion project, honestly, with you. And I'm so grateful you came to LA at the perfect timing to record the episode. And even though we were all tired and, busy with everything, we still had a fun time, good conversations, reflecting back on our time in college, working at Sakura, got a little emotional here and there. And the episode was really transformative for me personally. It kind of kick-started this journey, and I'm excited to continue forward, and I'm excited for you to continue your journey and everyone else. I mean, my man Jan, y'all saw the episode, and if you didn't, check it out. Video podcast is going to come real soon. He really was sharing and opening up on his passions of, helping this world with healthcare, because he didn't really know that, he wanted to be in that realm, that world, until like COVID hit. And he really is someone that I look up to a lot. His power of pivoting and realizing like, all right, finding a job during COVID is hard, but I'm gonna take this opportunity in Boston, and it really got him outside of his shell. And honestly, like I said in the episode, it really made me come here to LA, chase my dreams of trying to becoming an entertainer, podcaster, host, become the next late night TV show host. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, all those Jimmys. It's gonna be the first Patty Setiati. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be me, and I'm feel that energy right now from my supporters. Shout out to all y'all. And going back to that episode, it was a fun time to get loose. I'm glad I had my best friend there to loosen me up and get me all loosey goosey, because I kind of mentioned this a lot during my podcast, but I still always get nervous recording this for some reason, even though I have probably the most fun that I can say, honestly. Even before this, I'm doing a solo episode and my heart is like racing right before this, but right now I'm like feeling present. I'm in the zone, like we were talking about in that first episode. That's kind of the superpower that I've learned recently. Being present is a great present. A lot of peace right there. Yeah, being present in every moment that you can, especially when you're doing stuff that you love, it just makes you so focused. You can kind of do anything, really. It's kind of crazy. I think about it like when I'm working out in the morning, I wake up super early as a personal trainer. It can suck, thinking about, oh man, I have to do this heavy lift. I have to get ready to do some weighted pull-ups. Oh, I need to grab on and pull 100 something pounds, whatever. But really enjoying that moment, even though it sucks, it's kind of beautiful because you really can't go back to that moment when your chin is over the bar, when you're running mid-stride that 5K or that 10K marathon maybe. It's something where you can't really go back into, And I think being grateful for the present is a superpower in itself. So I just want to thank my boy Jan for episode 1, defining your passion. Listen to that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please leave a review, y'all. It makes all the difference. No advertisement, see? One day we'll get there soon. Make that money. You know what I'm saying? But please leave a review. You can find us wherever podcasts are at. And, to continue on the Patty Show recap, we got episode 2, Pleasure. The power of play with my brother also, Brian Manafe. Okay, so this guy right here, man, Indo buddy right here. Shout out again to you, my man Brian, for making the amazing music intro and outro. Don't play, even though it's the same thing. I kind of cut it off a little bit, so technically it's different. But you made that intro and outro, man. Like from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful. Everyone loves the music. I'm just like, I'm still processing how fast you made that music. I mentioned it in the episode, but I give it to you. Like, oh, here's the song that I want, this Afrobeat song. And you're like, oh, okay, bet. Like 20 minutes, I swear. Probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but it was super quick. You come back and give me a piece of art that I'm like proud of to share already. Obviously, I had some tweaks here and there, but that's just minor tweaks. The first song you gave me was basically this. Just now, I just add a little more flair and maybe some minor adjustments, you know what I mean? Because I'm picky Patty, I guess, picky Patty. But yeah, man, it's really powerful, and I'm so grateful for the friendship and connection we have, even though through a short time. We've only known each other for what, 2-3 months, something like that. But it feels like I've known you for a while, and proud of your growth. Keep doing your thing in college, man, and remember, keep chasing your passions, bro, because you're killing it in the game. You're in LA. I'm here to support, and like I said, y'all, if y'all need a music producer, musician, my boy Brian Manafi, you can find him on Instagram. Everyone's tags should be somewhere on the Instagram. Like I said, follow us and you'll have more information about the Patty Show, all of our guests. And yeah, man, super grateful for you. Keep killing it. And remember, pleasure comes from the homies as well. That line is still crazy to me. Speaking of crazy, episode 3, mid-season shift. I can't believe this brother actually pulled up to LA. But episode 3, positivity. A positive mindset can change your life with Yannick Abli. I mean, bro, Yannick, the fact that we actually actualized what we were thinking about freshman year, our young little baby selves, we kind of mentioned it during the podcast, but man, it's crazy to think about our little pleb baby versions. Patty and Yannick, they used to goof around all the time in the commuter lounge and at Fairfield. We're like, what, 19, 18? Talking about LA, Hollywood, entertainment, goofing around and making it happen. And we're slowly doing that. I mean, bro, you're killing it in the fitness industry right now. I see you posting like every day still. So shout out to you. Keep doing that. It's just you fit. Y'all can find him on Instagram. And it's just inspiring because the days, like I said, when you feel low, it's always nice to see your homies doing well. And you mentioned it a lot in the podcast, Unique Man. You were like something along the lines of not only do you like having wins yourself, but you feel so content when your friends, your family, your homies are winning as well. And I appreciate that energy and I feel it, man. I'm telling you, like this podcast is a big reason why it's a big thing is because people like you, man, my family that's not my blood. Obviously, we don't look like each other, but the connection is so powerful that I feel that positive energy that you always shell out, bro. And man, just super proud of you. Keep doing your thing. Keep chasing your dreams. I'm gonna see you soon when I get that East Coast trip, mid-December. Gonna have a lot of people on that podcast. That's gonna be a fun one. And of course, couldn't continue the Patty Show without episode 4. Passion again, turning passion into reality with my boy Gali Sugawanto, Indonesian Prince, wide receiver of the Seattle Seahawks, coming soon. You know what I'm saying? I know you got your tryouts coming in Sunday. Good luck with that. Everyone send your blessings, send your whatever you believe, manifestations, all that good stuff, send it to him. He got his tryouts over there. He's going to kill it. We mentioned in that episode how he had this like impromptu, I want to say audition, maybe an entertainer audition, I guess. Try it. Well, so one of the like previous wide receivers in the NFL kind of put him through a workout, and it's essentially an audition at that point. But bro was locked in. I mean, I remember it was a couple of weeks ago, but giving him a little pep talk was so easy because I legitimately believed every word that I said when I say that you, Gali, man, you're built different. You have the work effort, you have the passion, and you have the drive to do amazing things, especially in this sport that you kill it with. So don't have that imposter syndrome, even though if it's there, absorb it, be present, acknowledge it, and just move forward, man, because you're a beast, bro. I know you're going to make it far. Whatever team is going to get you, oh, man, they're lucky to have you. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to have to start doing fantasy football. Trying to make that money, guys. That's why we're doing this podcast again. Partially, it's also passion. But yeah, shout out to getting to you, Gali. And yeah, man, I can't wait to see what's happening in your future. Keep being passionate. And all those lessons you taught us about having that different persona, that alter ego, locking in at different points in your life, using your identities and switching them on during different times in life, it's a powerful thing. I mean, like I said, right now I'm Patty. I'm locked in, having a fun time with my audience, with my viewers, all the people that I love. Blessings to y'all again. But some days I feel like Patrick, and it's okay to feel like that because life isn't linear. We always go up and down, and that's the beauty of life. There's that ebb and flow, and good vibes always. Whether it's good or bad, it's still a flow. You know what I'm saying? So shout out again. Thank you again, Gali. Appreciate you greatly, man. And of course, we have to continue with another homie of mine, episode 5, focused on pleasure, embracing enjoyment, with Vicente Emmanuel Viamonte Mora. I didn't write the note. I promise. I didn't look at this. But man, Vince, you're a youngin', but you feel like you're 72 years old because the experience and like wisdom that you have is insane to me. When I was your age, bro, I think, I was still in college, man. I was, after a heartbreak, sad times. I was also doing some runway modeling, but for like clubs on campus, Flavors of Asia. Shout out to them. But yeah, man, your insight to different things and different aspects of life and your creativity and curiosity, honestly, is such a thing that I aspire to be. Super creative and curious because you always find a way to think outside of the box, if that makes sense. Like we mentioned it when we were working together at Low Key, there's sometimes when there's really nothing to do, so we just chop it up. We talk about one topic, another, and then bounce back and forth, and then time just flies by. But it's super nice because it's meaningful, and you always constantly have that mindset of growth, and also, like you said, it can be a little toxic where you kind of push it a little too much. But I'm glad we talked it out that you're slowly finding that balance of pushing the envelope without ripping the envelope, if that makes sense. That might be a bar right there, y'all. Without ripping the envelope. But I'm so grateful for you. I'm glad that you had that trip where you kind of discovered what you want to pivot towards more the fashion side and like designing and all that stuff. So it's cool. You'll still be a great model because this guy, y'all got to see his Instagram. I'm telling you, the ones that checked it out, 888 vomit, vomit, whatever it's called, the Instagram. Yeah, this man is truly a model, and man, you're super inspiring. Keep chasing your dreams, and I'm always supporting you. Can't wait for you to be back on the Patty Show, just like everyone else. And of course, episode 6 to wrap it up of the whole season of the Patty Show. We got my brother. You know, this episode was focused on positivity, the art of resilience. It's Maciek Bartoszewski. Okay, we're gonna get there because my Polish wife is out there. But Maciek, man, your flowers again. I just want to say thank you again for coming on to the episode in such short notice. This guy literally, I kid you not, I mentioned it in the show, but I just want to emphasize this again. He DMs the Patty Show podcast Instagram, right? Not my at Patty Satiati Instagram personal. The actual Patty Show podcast Instagram. He's like, I really want to be on the show, and writes like a whole mini paragraph. First of all, this guy already has my phone number, has my Instagram. He hits me up on the podcast Instagram. If that's not passion, I don't know what is. This guy, man, he genuinely want to be on the show, and it shows. This episode was, man, heat, fire. I mean, it was so fun talking to him, and I'm just so grateful we had that powerful conversation together. He's one of those people that super duper inspires me a lot, and with his young age of 27. Maciek, I just want to thank you again a million times for coming to the show, man, sharing your stories. Thanks for being vulnerable too, and sharing about your story with Adrian Brody is really cool. Like, I didn't realize then, but I just realized what show you were doing background for, and I really love that show with what's it called, Winning Time, I believe. That's a really good show. If y'all haven't watched it, it's about like the Lakers dynasty with like Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Super fun time. And yeah, man, it was just super powerful and empowering. You sharing the fact that surrendering can be such a powerful thing. Letting go is a superpower in itself, where you can kind of just, in Indonesian say like lepaskan. It kind of like the weight on your shoulders is just more loose. Now you can dance like you were doing in that party. We're gonna release those tapes soon, and yeah, it's just awesome to know that someone in Hollywood, a mentor of mine, is here supporting and giving good vibes. So more blessings to you. I'm gonna have you again on an episode. Thanks again for honestly always being like a good big brother to me. And that Polish trip, we're gonna have a fun time for the Patty Show Poland edition. Yes, absolutely. So I just want to give again another huge thank you to all my guests. Y'all really killed it each episode. Man, there was always one little nugget of funniness, a lot of nuggets of different inspiration, and just a fun time. We're just chopping it up. So this is what this show is about. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to share my time with y'all 6, and I can't wait for y'all to come again for another episode of the Patty Show. How it's gonna work out, just a little teaser. We'll definitely do another episode with y'all, maybe with multiple guests. It's just another teaser right there. Maybe it's with 5 guests, 2 guests. But it's going to be a fun time. We're going to talk about the different topics, the different P's, and just have a good time. So stay tuned to that, y'all. And like I said, everyone follow that Instagram at Patty Show Podcast. Show some love. Write a review, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to anyone that has written shout out to anyone and everyone that has written a review. Thanks for everyone that has just shown good vibes to the podcast. And I really appreciate it genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Keep sharing. Keep showing love, positivity, passion, pleasure, and let's reach our personal paradise, y'all. Anyway, we got segment number 2 coming on right here. I've got my little script, but budget cuts. Nah. One day we'll have like a whole teleprompter kind of set up, manifestation, and also letting go at the same time. Some lessons learned and some key takeaways from this first season. So me just reflecting, honestly, on the past 6 episodes, focusing on these 3 P's, passion, pleasure, positivity, and how they kind of intersect. Talking to everyone is kind of wild. I've had these 6 great conversations with 6 amazing human beings that I truly look up to, and I'm glad that I can also inspire in some way. And it's crazy how a lot of it kind of just intersects, right? It moves in a way that, yeah, let's say Maciek is talking about one point in positivity, but then Unique kind of connects it in another way, and it becomes one kind of big bubble, which is kind of crazy to see. I mean, I'm thinking about the whole passion aspect. When Jan is talking about his passion for, the healthcare and how it didn't like actualize until a big moment in his life with during the COVID time. And then for Gali, for example, he wasn't always passionate about the NFL, but when he realized it was a possibility, because he knew that, Joe Burrow, for example, he was an older, like draftee. Is that a draft prospect? I'm not super sports guy like that, but the fact that Gali was like doing his research and found out that, yeah, there's an opportunity to do so, even though it seems like it's later, because he was 20 plus years old. Because usually people get drafted at 18 and 19, you know. And then with the pleasure component of the things, Bryant talking about how music is such a powerful thing. It gives him that escape, that enjoyment. How for Vince, his different pleasure is, the journaling, the walking, and it kind of channels everything together. It's such a beautiful thing to see that these six different people that I've had on my show, I've known them for all different, times in my life. Some of them I've known for like almost 10 years. Some of them I've known for less than 10 months. Some even only a couple months. But the connection they have, it's a powerful thing that really inspires a lot of people. That's why I wanted them on the show, and I can't wait to share more guests that are going to be on the show that also embody this passion, pleasure, and positivity. Because I feel like there's a lot. Everyone in life, we're just trying to find our own personal paradise, whatever that is. Maybe it's to become a late night talk show host, amazing presenter, host things, have a good time, good vibe like me. Maybe you want to be in the NFL, be the best wide receiver that you can be. You want to be the best fitness influencer in Miami. Like, it's so powerful that your personal paradise can always be customized, and it's achievable if you just, take the right steps and take a lot of tips from the show. Really locking in and having an alter ego. Having the alter ego, I think, also is really good for times when you feel no discipline or kind of tired and burnt out. So, yeah, I'm just super grateful for all the different takeaways and lessons that I've learned from this whole podcast. And hopefully you guys have some lessons and takeaways that you've also held and kept on for the past almost 2 months. So if you have any of those, please share it to the Patty Show Podcast Instagram. On your reviews on Apple Podcasts, I believe you can write a review. So I'd say recommend, if you can, write a review on that. Yeah, that's a tongue twister. But going on to the next segment, some listener feedback and stories. We have around less than 100 followers, but a huge support, a lot of views from people on Instagram, and I believe we're almost at 200 downloads, which is crazy to think about. Thank you again. Shout out to you guys again for sharing and constantly supporting and listening. It's such a blessing, and it feels good. Obviously, the numbers, size doesn't matter, or whatever they say, or numbers don't matter, but it just feels cool seeing that there's also people from other walks of life in other parts of the world. Like I think I recently got 8 different Polish listeners, a listener from Estonia, from Ireland, a lot from Indonesia, of course. Yeah, it's just super nice to have viewers from all over, and I can't wait to spread it across the world, because I think these messages are very universal and they're fun, man. I'm just having a fun time during it. We have so many jokes, maybe a little too much, but that's just my style. So thank you again for all the listeners and all the supporters out there. So for this segment, I just want to share a couple of feedback, stories, and testimonials from some of our listeners out there. We got something from my boy Lucario Alcide. Yes, Lucario, my brother as well, my best friend. This man right here. Can't wait to have you on the podcast. Season 2 is gonna be a fun one with you. It might just be a whole flower segment. I'm not gonna lie to you, but this man, he's a super inspirational occupational therapist, helping his community. Super inspiring. He's also another one that motivated me to take this big leap and keep chasing my dreams. He always supported me, man. You always support me. I'll keep it short because you're gonna be on the podcast soon. But thank you again for writing this cute little comment, man. So my boy Lucario Alcide, he said, "I love your show. All your exclamation point. I love your show. All your guests have uniquely inspired me." Thanks, man. I mean, I get inspired by listening to the show multiple times. It's such a funny thing because for a while I never really liked listening to my voice. I'm sure everyone kind of can relate to that. When I did the radio show, hearing it so many times, I kind of got used to it. And right now, after having 6 episodes, yeah, I'm kind of getting used to it. So that's kind of a good thing. It's just the reps in the tank, you know. At this point, it's like part of my identity now. I'm back to podcasting. I'm a host. I'm a podcaster, and I stand by it, and I'm proud of it. And yeah, man, all of these guests truly inspire me as well, man. It's crazy. It's cool having the show and then talking back to them again after the show. And yeah, it's great learning from all these different people from all different fields. I mean, we have an actor, we have a fitness influencer, we have a personal trainer. Well, two of the personal trainers. You have someone working in Pfizer. We got a student. Yeah, there's just so many people from all walks of life trying to make it out there, whatever that may be for them, chasing their dreams. So yeah, thank you again, Lucario, for that heartwarming message. Like I said, you're gonna have a fun time on the Patty Show season 2. I can't wait for that episode. It's gonna be. We might have to have an after hours edition for some of the stories in Bali. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Thank you again, man. And so another kind of, I guess, listener feedback and story. I'll call it that. Shout out to my girl Rebecca Ahmed. My girl in the UK, Stags Up Fairfield. Quick little story for Rebecca. So I was her RA, resident assistant, my junior year at Loyola Hall. Shout out to all the people out there, and she's just killing it over there in the UK. And I got to see her last year for my mini Europe trip in June for my birthday. And I'm so grateful again. Shout out to you for letting me stay on the couch. I love that couch. It's the best near London. And yeah, I can't wait to go back. I know you. This is what she said right here. Okay. So Rebecca says, so when are you coming to London and interviewing me? Girl, I'm coming ASAP. I miss London. I was only there for a couple of days, really short because I had to do the other countries to get to Denmark eventually. But, I'm definitely coming back soon. You're basically going to live there all your life because you love that place. And yeah, I can't wait to interview you, have a fun time, bring the good energy again. And yeah, thanks again for showing love and support. I appreciate you greatly for hosting me that time, and you inspire me as well. You're a reason why I'm continuing this podcast. So keep doing your thing, and I can't wait to have you on the Patty Show season 2. And speaking of women, powerful women in my life, I know there have been comments about, hey, where are the wonderful women out there? So the reason why there aren't any women on the Patty Show, I'm going to get canceled. I'm kidding. Just haven't had the time to actually get all the women on the show yet. But just get ready for that for season 2. We're definitely going to add more diversity, add some more fun and games. That's all I can really fully tease, looking ahead to season 2. Some topics that we might tease up on season 2, obviously our main pillars, the 3 Ps, passion, pleasure, and positivity. That's going to be our foundation for each episode, one focusing on each of the different Ps. So look forward to doing all of that with different spins and rediscovering passion, maybe pleasure in a different sense, positivity and negativity. I don't know. Still figuring out the episodes titles and everything because, I'm a one-man band right now. So if anyone wants an internship to edit my videos, help me with anything, I got y'all. Arnold, my brother, part-time producer, he's doing my stuff sometimes. So shout out to him. But yeah, all the topics are going to be fun ones, engaging. The guests, man, I got a stacked list of guests for season 2. Let's just say it's going to be more fun, even more crazy. And we might have multiple guests on one episode or more. And a good variety. So definitely check out for that. And some surprises. I want to be a Patty surprise without one. So just follow the Instagram. Let's get to 100 followers at Patty Show Podcast. We're getting those video podcasts out soon during the hiatus break. Our next episode for season 2, I'll just let y'all know, season 2 is going to release, drum roll, Halloween. Yes, sir. Gonna be a little special Halloween episode, maybe a little cosplay dress up. We'll see. If you know my Instagram already, you might be able to guess what my Halloween costume is gonna be. Let's just say that's the costume that I've had for the past 5 years maybe. That's all the hints I'm gonna give you. I can't give you all of the hints right there. But also another teaser for season 2, season 3, and beyond. Travel question mark. I don't know. Maybe we're going to the remote island of blah blah blah, or maybe we got a trip to Poland. Maybe we're going to Mexico. Who knows? You'll have to find out and stay tuned on season 2 of the Patty Show. You know I love to travel, so let's just say it's gonna be a fun, unforgettable ride. I can't wait for season 2 of the Patty Show. I hope you all, you know, stay tuned and show some love and support. Please keep listening to season 1, and yeah, season 2 is gonna be it's gonna be crazy. I'll tell you that much. So my vision, really, honestly, for season 2 is just to keep getting better at hosting. Like I said, this was always a passion project. I don't have any advertisements of yet, but I'm making the show for myself, for the people I love, for people I care, and for the people I don't know yet. So if I don't know you, and if I just met you through this podcast, hey, what's up? I'm Patty, and thanks for tuning in. I just want to send my blessings to you, whether I know you, I don't know you, and yeah, like I said, this is a passion project of mine that I just want to put all my love and energy and good vibes to. It's a passion project that I get a lot of pleasure in, and hopefully that I can bring positivity to the world so people can find their personal paradise. And cut. See, look at that. I practiced that. That's all improv, y'all. All improv. But I just want to give a huge shout out to all my guests again from season 1. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Each one of y'all have a special place in my big heart over here. So much love. Keep doing your thing. Keep inspiring others. Keep inspiring me. Honestly, I'm always love seeing y'all win. So keep doing your thing. I can't wait to see what's to come for y'all. Whatever project that is, whatever job opportunity, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. In the names of the Rock, in the words of the Rock, I'm always there to support y'all. So keep doing your thing, and everyone that's listening, find your personal paradise. It might take one day, might take 1 year, 10 years, whatever. Keep pursuing it, because life is too short to not take risks and really enjoy what you do in life. So that's the Patty Show right there. Keep locking in. I just want to say thank you again to everybody, and I just want to encourage my listeners and everyone out there. Share your stories, share your feedback again. Share it on the different comment sections on Instagram at Patty Show Podcast, my website at pattyshow.podbean.com. It's going to be on YouTube, all these video podcasts. So let's get to 100 followers. Let's spread the love, spread the joy, and write those comments and reviews on Apple Podcasts. Leave a review on Spotify. I think Samsung also, there's a platform there. I'm going to be real with you. I haven't checked that out. But if you do, Samsung, much love to you. Do your thing. Keep doing that. And let's just bring it to everyone, because good vibes are a universal vibe, So just to preview the hiatus, this episode is coming out on the 4th. No, I lied. I'm going back in time. This 17th, right? Thursday morning, 5 a.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to remember that one day. But that's when it's coming out. The week after, we won't have a new episode come out. But like I said, there'll be some Patty specials and surprises coming here and there. Once we reach 100 followers, I'm releasing all of those different video podcast versions. So you're going to see a little bit of the banter, more different perspective. It's going to be a fun time. You're going to see what the magic couch actually looks like. It's going to be a fun time. And yeah, I'm excited for y'all to see it and share it and bring the vibes. So don't forget to follow, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Patty Show Podcast. Let's get to 100 followers. I said it a million times, but I'm just trying to get it going and keep it popping, y'all. Keep it popping with Patty, another P. And man, I'm just super grateful. Can't wait to share more of my insight, my personal life, and my background. And yeah, can't wait to do amazing things with y'all. Domo arigato. All blessings. Patty Show Season 2 coming super soon. Halloween episode with a big surprise. That's all I got to say. Tune in on the next episode. Domo arigato. Thank you for tuning in for the Patty Show Season 1. That's a wrap. And yeah, y'all have a blessed day. Let's reach that personal paradise. Arigato. Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity. You know, if you want to keep that Patty party going, you got to follow us on Instagram at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.